this is Termariel from Antipode. I'm here just saying a friendly hello, and we decided as Antipode to do the 50 facts thing. I don't know what it is actually called because I'm terrible with internet stuff, but we're doing the 50 facts about us kind of stuff, and without further ado, I'm going to do mine. Fun. I am 5'1". My name is Termariel, as you guys probably already know, but what most of you probably don't know is that Termariel is Elvish for daughter who endures. My favorite food of all time is berries. They are amazing in every way. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, doesn't matter, they're amazing. My favorite color is blue. My favorite season of the year is summer because I'm always cold. All the time. Seriously, I'm freezing. Even in summer, I'm cold. I'm just slightly less cold, but I'm cold. So summer is the best time of the year. My favorite dinosaur is a brontosaurus. I don't care if they say they don't exist. They're real, and it's not a brachiosaurus, not anything. It's a brontosaurus. No hump on his head. A brontosaurus is my favorite dinosaur, and it's real. It's a real dinosaur. As far as comic books go, DC is way better than Marvel. I don't care what you guys say. DC rocks. Marvel's alright. I will argue that till I'm blue in the face. Blue being my favorite color, as we talked about earlier. But yeah, DC rules. I love stuffed animals. If anyone ever wants to give me a stuffed animal as a present, I will take it. I have an awesome stuffed animal collection. Stuffed animals are the greatest thing ever. So yeah, I love stuffed animals. My favorite TV shows of all time are The X-Files and Farscape. They are brilliant, well done, amazing, and you should all watch them. Seriously, they're great. My favorite movie of all time is The Dark Crystal by Jim Henson. You will learn, ironically, why it is my favorite movie a little later when I tell you another fun fact about me. But yeah, Dark Crystal is a fabulous film. So if I had to find a way to kill someone, I would use the method of poison. I think that's a really cool way to off somebody, and I love it when it's used in films. So I think if someone really got me mad and they got really sick and died at one of our shows, it would probably be because of that. My favorite type of poison is curare, which is made from the toxins of a blowfish. My favorite character of all time is the movie character and book character by name of Gollum. I think he is adorable, he has a great story, he looks really cute in the movies, not so much in the cartoon, but I kind of pretend that doesn't happen. And yeah, I find him adorable. I have a life-size cutout of him. I love anyone out there who can do an impersonation, so if you're ever at one of my shows and you do an impersonation of him, I will give you the biggest hug, because I think he is adorable. My favorite type of tree is a red oak. My second favorite type of tree is a white birch, and my third favorite type of tree is a willow. Some of you out there might know this already, but I do live-action role-playing, which I play a wild elf. At my live-action role-playing game, there are a bunch of skills you can have, and my favorite skill that you can obtain is a skill called Calm Animal, which lets me calm an animal. Who would have thought? Linway, one of our other dancers, plays the live-action role-playing game with me. She also went to school with me, and we grew up in the same village together. At my live-action role-playing game, which is called Wyvern Rising, check it out if you're bored, I got to play an NPC character by the name of Syphil. It was probably my most favorite NPC character I ever got to play, and she was really cute, and she kind of talked like this, and always said, "Why are you picking on me?" and was really cute. I can play the flute and the piano rather well, and I've picked up playing the Irish flute, which is one of my favorite instruments to play. What got me into doing belly dancing was when I was in, I guess, middle school. I watched an episode of Xena and Hercules, and in the episode of Xena, she was a belly dancer, and ever since then, I wanted to do belly dancing. My favorite belly dance move is probably an undulation, because I like the ripple effect it does. It looks really cool. My favorite belly dance prop is probably a silk veil. I think it looks really pretty. You can use it in fast and slow motions, and it's just really nice to work with. My favorite belly dance show we ever did was kind of a tie. It would have been Isla and I's first belly dance show back at SetsuCon called the Prinny Belly Dance, where we dressed up as belly dancing Prinnies, and that was a pretty great one, as well as us doing our belly dance show at Wyvern Rising, where we played different fantasy character races, like elves and orcs and bird creatures, and it was really cool. So those are my two favorite belly dance shows we did. I have a mint plant who I have named Melvin. I refuse, and flat out refuse, you could ask anybody, to watch a movie that's sad. I will not do it. I don't care if it's a great film, I don't care if it's an awesome anime, I will not watch it if it's going to be a sad movie. It makes me too depressed, and life is too sad enough for me to spend my free time and fun time watching something that'll make me sad. I won't do it. 6. Now, this is kind of a big deal for me to tell people, so you better not use this in a mean way. I have some odd phobias. I am afraid of spiders, or arachnophobia, that one's pretty common. I'm also terrified of puppets. They creep me out. They're freaking creepy. I don't care what you say. They are scary with their little strings that look like little tendons and they flop around. Yeah. And I'm really creeped out by claymation. So anything that's a claymation movie or something really weirds me out. If you recall earlier, Dark Crystal, one of my favorite movies of all time, but I don't see those weird string things with their little like tendon arms. Ugh. So yeah, that's kind of an odd thing to know about me. Ironically, I love horror movies. Any kind of horror movie. I really like the 80s classic, Jason's, Mike Myers, Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger's my favorite. But I also like the more modern stuff as well. I'm a big fan of old-fashioned gore effects, not so big into the computer-animated new stuff, but I can appreciate them on both circles. Wrong Turn was really great for the gore effects, though, and they went old-school style with it, which was really impressive. But I also am a huge fan of horror movies that creep me out, not so much hack and slash, but like the really creepy stuff with ghosts or whatnot. They're awesome. I have broken both my feet. The 5th metatarsal in each of my feet have been broken. So I like to blame that when I mess up a dance move, but I'm also just naturally clumsy. I really like to eat my meat super well done. I will ask a waiter or waitress to cook it over well, just because I like it really dried out, almost like a jerky or something. That's the way I like to eat my meat. Everyone teases me that I like it burnt, but it tastes so much better than something squishy. Speaking of squishy, I don't like fish. I don't like the idea of fish. I like to eat fish, but I just don't like the idea of fish. I refuse to swim in a lake, a river, the ocean, a stream, any body of water that has creatures living in it that could possibly bite me or kill me or eat me alive. I won't go in there. One of my weirdest memories I've ever had was being in an earthquake in Pennsylvania in State College and thinking during the earthquake that this couldn't possibly be an earthquake because Pennsylvania doesn't have earthquakes. I believe in extraterrestrials. They are real, they exist, and I'm sure I've seen at least one UFO. In relation to extraterrestrials, I am also a firm believer of most supernatural things, including ghosts. I love hearing ghost stories and encounters of such, so if we ever have spare time after a show, you should stop me and tell me a ghost story because I think they're really cool. I love roller coasters, especially wooden coasters. I was once impaled on a rusty metal pole, and I have the scar to prove it. Sometimes I like to say phrases in Elvish. They make me feel really cool. I love to read smutty vampire romance novels. I think they're really awesome. As far as music goes, I kind of like to listen to nature music. My favorite being Song of the Whales. It's pretty relaxing, although some people think it's kind of weird hearing me listen to whale noises. My favorite restaurant of all time is a restaurant in State College called the Waffle Shop. They, of course, have amazing waffles as well as great omelets, and I can order a bowl of strawberries. What restaurant can you order just a bowl of strawberries? I'll tell you which restaurant, Waffle Shop. If I could have one superpower, it would be the ability to teleport. Now I know I'm not a big fan of Marvel, but Nightcrawler is awesome. I'm not very proud of this, but when I was younger and immature, I made my sister believe she was an extraterrestrial for a really long time. Krista Cuffs, who is one of our sound tech guys, is actually my little brother. I love to play tabletop role-playing games such as D&D 3.5 edition and World of Darkness, which I think is a great game. As far as tabletop role-playing games go, pencil paper style, I really like the D10 system of World of Darkness better than the D20 system of D&D. I like to eat gum like it's candy. I chew it until it's a taffy-like substance and then I swallow it. It is delicious and it will never change. If I had the money and the ability to do this, I would definitely have ear tip surgery to make my ears long and pointed like an elf, permanently. So I would never have to wear fake elf ear tips or anything like that ever again, and I would always have really cool pointy ears. I would be an old lady with pointy ears, and it would be awesome. I would rock it, and I would have no regrets at all. I'm actually allergic to spirit gum. Very, very allergic to it, so I have to use other types of adhesive to adhere things to me. I like coffee with my cream and sugar. It tastes pretty good, it adds a nice substance and nice quality to it, and sometimes I like lattes too.
Number 50, I love costumes. I love costumes of every kind, every sort of costume you can imagine I would probably wear if I don't already own it already.
So that about sums up my 50 facts. Thanks again for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you can. Please subscribe to our channel. That would be awesome. If you want to check out our links below, that will have our Facebooks and our webpage and all that kind of stuff. Also our mailing address. So if you're bored and you want to send me stuffed animals, that would be great too. Thanks again for watching, and please check out the other dancers' 50 facts as well.